You know, we just learned this morning that some oil spots in the ocean do not match up with a missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. So where does that leave the search? Richard Quest joins us now from New York with more information on what he may have found out. He's actually interviewed pilots with Malaysian Airlines before and knows quite a bit about airlines in general. So, the oil slicks, they tested that. Other things that have fallen through that they have spotted or maybe testing, what do we know about that?
We know that the early stuff, the debris that they thought was part of the plane, isn't. We now know that there's further debris the ships are being sent down to investigate and to see whether that could be part of the aircraft. But a press conference that's happening right now in Kuala Lumpur at the moment, the press conference we've just heard and just learned that they are widening the search area. And Robin, what is interesting about this is the search area is now huge. I mean, it goes from the South China Sea right the way back round into the Gulf of Thailand. They're now talking about searching off the west coast of Malaysia, round the Sumatra region of Indonesia, and maybe even into the Andaman Sea. Now, look, to put this in perspective, I mean, anybody who knows that area, you've got Malaysia here, Indonesia, Malaysia, and then up towards Vietnam. So this vast area that they are now talking about searching, it pretty much tells me they have absolutely no idea where this plane went down. They are not even sure which body of the water to be looking in. So in that scenario, they just have to do it painstakingly, piece by piece, by block by block.
So it's clear they don't know where, and it's, you know, increasingly even more clear that they have no idea how. Well, how do the questions of illegal passports bring up the idea that perhaps terrorism could be involved? They haven't ruled that in or out, right?
Oh, no, and you wouldn't expect them to. Look, we know that there were 2 passengers on board who were travelling on stolen passports, bought tickets in cash at a travel agency in KL. Now, that's what we know. But we don't know, for example, how many passengers normally travel on stolen passports. We don't know, for example, whether this is the ultimate red herring, where this is, you know, there may have been illegal immigrants. We just don't know. What they did tell us at the press conference, and this press conference is just only 20 minutes old, is that they've looked at the CCTV, the closed-circuit television, all security procedures, never mind passport procedures, all security procedures were properly followed. In other words, the luggage was scanned, the hand luggage was scanned, the passengers were properly, went through proper security. So that much we now know. But beyond that, we know virtually nothing about what happened to this plane. That's the unpalatable but hard truth.
You know, it's fascinating to hear what you were getting out of that press conference. So they've looked at the closed-circuit television. They've widened the search area. Is there any other new bit of information regarding what they are doing?
No, well, it's night time now. They're 12, 13 hours ahead of Eastern time. So we're talking about 7:30, 8:30 at night. This is the press conference that we've just been listening to. So I beg your pardon, this was an earlier press conference. They will continue now throughout the night by sea, but they obviously cannot search by air. It would be fairly fruitless. So those new blocks of water in the Andaman Sea and the south of Malaysia, they are going to be searched during the course of the night. But to give you an idea about this, you're talking about 100 nautical miles of water in these blocks. That is a vast area. Now, that's the downside. That's just telling you, Robin, how difficult it is. On the plus side, they're very experienced at doing this. Coast Guards, navies, air forces, they train for this. They know how to do it. It's well coordinated. It will take time. This is not going to be easy. I've just tweeted, Robin, this is one of the rarest forms of plane incidents that I've ever covered, because we don't know where the plane came down and we've got no evidence from the aircraft itself yet about what happened.
Richard Quest, what is your Twitter handle if people want to ask you more questions about what else you're doing?
It's at Richard Quest. At Richard Quest. I'll check it in the next 5-10 minutes, Robin. Anybody got any questions at Richard Quest, I'll happily try to do the best I can to answer them.
Appreciate that. I know our viewers do as well. Richard, thank you so much.
Thanks, Molly.